good afternoon, and on a snowy Saturday, welcome to girls basketball on WEOL.com and the Chronicle Telegram YouTube channel. High school girls basketball today brought to you by Nick Abraham Buick GMC, Nick Abraham Elyria Ford, Lorain County Community College, Lorain Medina Rural Electric, and Eco Tree Services. Rob Polinsky here with you, joined by Jared Kozar and Gary Pelder. The Midview Middies come in with a record of 5-9 overall, 2-6 in league play. Brittany McNamara Cole in her fifth year, coming off a loss to Olmsted Falls on Wednesday. For Amherst, coached by Dave Zavara in his second year back with the Lady Comets, they're 3-9 overall. They're 1-7 in league play. They lost to North Ridgeville on Wednesday night. Tough stretch for both these teams. After today, Amherst will be in action Tuesday at Berea Mid Park, and Friday they're going to entertain Avon Lake. Midview will be home on Wednesday for Avon Lake, and they're at Berea Mid Park a week from today. JV contest went in favor of Amherst. Amherst won it at 23-22. Earlier, I had a chance to talk with both head coaches. And here's my interview with head coach of the Comets, Dave Zavara.
Girls basketball today on WEOL.com and the Chronicle Telegram YouTube page as Amherst visits Midview for the second time in SWC play. The Comets come in with an overall record of 3-9, coming off a loss to North Ridgeville, and then up next they've got a tough schedule as they're going to go to Berea Mid Park, and then they've got Avon Lake at home on Friday. Coach, first time around with Midview, I know this was a really close game. You know, your thoughts back to that one, and would that game have any bearing on today?
Yeah, we came out last time we played them with a lot of energy. I think one time we were up like 11-1, played well. We were ahead at halftime, and it was a close game. I think the third quarter's tied. Fourth quarter, we just kind of they make some shots, did some things that fundamentally weren't strong, and they went to our foul line at the end of the game. Even though we lost, I think, by 11 or 12 points, it was a closer game than that. Like I said, we had a foul at the end. So DeFranco went to the foul line, and obviously she made them.
You know, obviously you scout everybody, but I've always been interested in round two of basketball because you've played the teams in your conference. You've seen them. How does that change preparation for the second time around?
Basically, you look at what worked against them, what might not have worked against them. You know, we had a couple of half-court presses on them, which I think they did a nice job of controlling it. So we know that, you know, we're going to have to control or change that up a little bit. And then basically, you know, hopefully you got better as the year goes on. And so will Midview. I mean, they're better also. So basically, you make a few adjustments here and there, offensive, defensive end.
Dave, it's a long season. We've always talked about that. You're pretty much at the midpoint, maybe a little more past the midpoint. How are the girls doing that day-to-day grind that a 4-month season is, and do you change up things a little bit once in a while?
They're doing real well, and if you know, I tell people, I feel like this team is undefeated. They come to practice, they have a positive attitude. They come to the games, they try to do the best they can. And I can't remember what you said at the end there, as far as.
I just was asking, you know, do you change?
Oh, yes, you did, yes. Change of practice. Like I've gone to an hour and 15 minutes. I've gone to the point where we had a snow day the other day. Even though we couldn't come in, I still was going to take the day off. So, you know, I take more time off and less time in practice and just get things done quickly.
And I'm assuming you didn't do that when you were younger. Was that, how did that come to be?
Old fart finally got a little smart. You know, I believe that, you think, 2 hours or 2.5 hours make you better. Obviously not. Okay. And just like, the frustration I have now with us not handling basketball. My younger days, I'd probably go crazy and blow myself up, what have you. Now I try to be a little more passive and go with it, patient, I should say, and go from there. And again, being older, and I'll go back to, I hate to mention this, but I will. When I was at Avon Lake, and we had success over there that one year, we took more time off than I did in previous years. And so I learned from that.
Well, you had success more than 1 year there. Coach, when I looked at your numbers, your stat sheet a little bit, obviously offensively you're struggling a little bit. Defensively, you're giving up 50 a game. That keeps you in most games. But, scoring 41, and then I look at the turnovers, and, obviously with the amount of turnovers you have, how do you try to cut down on those turnovers? And do you kind of explain to the girls if, let's say you had 6 or 8 or 10 less turnovers a game, you're probably going to score 10 more points or so, I would think.
Right. And we've been working on that. We're trying to put the girls in a better position as far as not getting trapped. We're also putting people in position to come and get the basketball, that type of thing. We've changed up our press offense a little bit, which I think has helped. We've taken some people away from the inbound to give them more room instead of having more people defending us, type of thing. So we made adjustments on that. And then we do some drills that helps out, and hopefully they can take it to the game and do the same thing.
Dave, let's take a look at some of the young ladies that we're going to be calling on today. Tell me some of the girls that have been standing out for you so far this year.
Well, again, they all have. Okay. I mean, right now we have 9 girls. I think I could start 5 different every game. But obviously, Sarai Hussein Bey is very tough inside. She's doing a nice job. And going back, as I mentioned, these kids, they're sophomores and freshmen. Morgan Limer's a freshman. She's coming along real well. She's taking a lot of responsibility as a point guard. Amelie Cadella is a junior. I can go on and on. Grace Bender plays hard, works hard at it. So, they're all very able to do the job to get it done. Just sometimes I tell them they have to have a little more confidence in themselves. We have confidence in you. You have to have confidence in yourself. 90% of the game is in your head. You miss a shot, go back and play some defense, come back down.
It's easier said than done, I'm sure. Coach, when you look at Midview, what are some of the concerns? Obviously, I'm sure you think Aaliyah DeFranco first and foremost. Tell us about going up against the Middies.
Right. I mean, we're going to have to control her. We're not going to stop her. We're going to have to control her. And then, obviously, the other girls aren't bad themselves. We still got to close out and play good defense on them. So, like you said, DeFranco's the key. And also, we can't let the other 4 beat us either.
Okay. Dave, if you would, finally, if you could give us your starting 5.
Morgan Limer, Amelie Cadera, Abby Broadus, Sarai Hussein Bey, and Grace Bender.
Coach, really appreciate the time. Best of luck today and the rest of the season.
Great to see you, my man.
Good to see you. Dave Zavara, head coach of the Amherst Comets.
At Nick Abraham Buick GMC, we offer the greatest customer experience around, plus upfront, no haggle pricing and great deals. Right now, lease the 2025 GMC Sierra for just $339 a month. Stop in or shop us at buyabraham.com.
Lorain County Community College is where you'll lock in your future success. LCCC will get you prepared, get you credentialed, and get you working. Lorain County Community College. Your goals, your career, your future. Enroll today.
Lorain Medina Rural Electric offers a quick and easy way to pay bills online, monitor your daily electric use, and receive updates from your cooperative through SmartHub. Members can sign up for this service at www.lmre.org or contact the LMRE office at 440-647-2133 for more information.
Talking Midview girls basketball with head coach Brittany McNamara Cole. She's the head coach of the Lady Middies. They come in with a record of 5-9, 2-6 overall, taking on the Amherst Comets for the second time this year. And Coach, coming off a loss to Olmsted Falls. Next week, a really tough week with Avon Lake and Berea Mid Park. But, this game today with Amherst, can you think back to round 1 against the Comets, how that went?
Yeah, we were able to pull out the win. We were down 11-1 in the first quarter. Yet it was that time where we were starting off slow every game. But we were able to fight our way back through adversity and, pick up that win. But Amherst Comets, they're very physical. They want to get at you. They make you earn every single point you get, and we're ready for a fight tonight.
And what led to that comeback? When you're down 11-1, that's pretty impressive that you're able to come back like that. What were some of the keys in doing that?
Yeah, being able to find our shooters and take care of the basketball. I always say we have to limit them every single time. We were able to do that a little bit in the first half against Falls. Hoping that would help us in this game. But yeah, limiting our opponents to one shot is going to be huge. And just being able to, get on the floor, get loose balls, have more turnovers at the end of the day.
So when you're going through a long season like you are, and maybe it's not quite going as well as you would have liked, do you kind of change goals to the girls? You talk about that with the girls, and, is one of the goals maybe have a better second half of the year in the SWC than you did in the first half? How does that go?
Yeah, better for second half than first half for sure. I know we were in games with Ridgeville and Avon in this first half, so hopefully getting those wins in the second half, just improving on what we didn't do well in the first half to the second half. Hopefully still getting this win today will be a part of the proof that we are still getting better and still improving every single game.
Brittany, what are some of the things that your team has done well this season?
Get Leah the ball. No, but really just try to get it inside to Layla. We're trying to get it into her more on the inside, and hopefully she can get those points, easy buckets here and there. But she's also getting it kicked out to Riley and Hunter, Gerber. Hopefully we can have an even scoring that today, like we've had pretty much the whole season, which I'm really proud of. Leah's our biggest leading scorer, leading rebounder, but at the end of the day, like, we still have girls that have like 10 to 12 points every single game. So having that even scoring is really huge for us, and I'm very proud of the team on that.
And how has Leah done with her leadership role and all the other things that, on and off the court with that?
Yeah, Leah's a diamond in the rough, that we were able to get in Midview. She brings everything to the table for us, from outside the court to on the court. Her leadership ability to just get people to buy into what we're doing, no matter what the score is day in and day out. But to have her as another coach, I don't really consider her as a player. I consider her as a coach on the court, because that's exactly what she is. She does what she needs to, and she helps us compete to win every game.
Tell us about Dave's team.
They are big. They want to get at you. They want to make you turn the ball over. Hopefully we can limit our turnovers tonight and make them turn that over.
And, when you're in a league that is as tough as yours is, and both your teams, obviously have struggled a little bit for wins, I'm sure both teams really point to games like today, like, okay, here we can get one.
Right.
So I'm sure you remind your girls, you got to be ready for their best energy, best effort, right?
Yeah. I say to the girls, everybody wants to beat Midview every year, every day, every time we have somebody, they want to beat us. We've kind of put that into our, culture of who we are as Midview when I first came here. And it's really, we have to compete at our highest level, because everybody else is going to give us their best. So no matter who's on the other side of the court, we have to be competing at our best. And, when it's a game that you can win and you can compete in, the girls know that they have to bring it.
Give us a key or two today for your team if you're going to get a win.
Win the rebounds and limit the turnovers. Those are huge for us to be able to win these games today and upcoming, because we have had such bad turnover margins. So being able to win the rebounding game and turnovers will be huge for us.
And Brittany, if you would, could you give us today's Midview starting five?
Leah DeFranco, Hunter Crum, Layla Morgan, Riley Fry, and Audrey Gerber.
Coach, appreciate the time. Best of luck today.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
That's Brittany McNamara, head coach of the Midview Middies. Thank you.
And again, you just heard from Leah, or I should say Brittany McNamara, and also Dave Zavara. Of course, Brittany McNamara talked a lot about Leah DeFranco, and rightly so. She is just an outstanding player for the Midview Middies. As we get set for this one, we're about a minute and a half away from the conclusion of warm-ups, and we're just about set for basketball from Midview. And thought it was a cool thing they did before the game. Added about 5 minutes to the pregame, because it's Staff Appreciation Day. And what they did was each girl was able to pick a staff member, a teacher, somebody that works in the building, that they wanted to let everybody know what they thought of them. And, I've heard of that. I've seen it a couple times. Pretty neat thing, Jared. It's a good gesture, and I thought that was cool to see.
Certainly is, and it, I think, resonates with the students and teachers and the relationships that they share as far as the faculty members are concerned. Unfortunately for Leah DeFranco, she had no choice but to select her father as the representative that she wanted to have a recognition for today. I think that one was predetermined a month and a half ago.
Right. If she picks somebody else besides Dad, she's in
trouble.
Right, yeah. But no, that was cool to see. So Midview Middies, they've got their white uniforms, white shorts. The home team, they are trimmed in blue. And the Amherst Comets, they've got the road green jerseys and the green shorts, and they are trimmed in gold as we get set for the start of this one. Again, Midview comes in with a record of 5-9. They're 2-6 in league play. Amherst 3-9, 1-7 in league play. Round one went to Amherst. Round one went to Midview. The game was at Amherst earlier this season. So we're just about set. JV game went to Amherst by a score of 23-22. And we'll be back with a tip-off right after this timeout.
At Nick Abraham Elyria Ford, we make it that easy. This month, get 0% on all 2025 Ford F-150s, including Lightning, regular cabs, super cabs, and Super Duties, plus all Explorers and Escapes. Stop in or shop us at buyabraham.com.
Lorain County Community College is where you'll lock in your future success. We've helped thousands of people just like you match skills and experience with a career. We can help you train for a career that is in demand right now. You can even work in your field while taking classes. LCCC will get you prepared, get you credentialed, and get you working. Lorain County Community College. Your goals, your career, your future. Enroll today.
Hi, Tim Elkhorn, Cavs radio voice. Recently, we had some trees removed. So again, singing the praises of EcoTree Services. In a few hours, EcoTree had removed the unsightly trees, cleaned the debris, and opened the area for a new fence. I can't say enough good things about the people at EcoTree. I've used them several times, always thrilled with their work. If you have trees that require pruning or need to be removed, contact EcoTree, a local business that deserves your business. They've earned mine. Go to ecotreeservices.com.
Again, you look at the court here at Troy DeFranco Court at Midview High School in Eaton Township as they're set to introduce the starters. So let's go through them once more. First, for the visitors from Amherst, it'll be a junior, Amelie Caldera at 7.6 a game. Grace Bender, a junior, at just under 5 points a game. Abby Brodus, a sophomore, at 6.6 a game, 5.5 rebounds. She's made 13 threes. Morgan Leimer, a freshman, at just under 4 points a game, 2.5 assists per contest. And Sarai Hussein Bey, a sophomore, at 8.6 a game and 9.3 rebounds. And the Middies of Midview, coached by Brittany McNamara Cole, 5'7" senior Leah DeFranco, 5'8" senior Hunter Crum, 5'9" sophomore Layla Morgan, 5'6" senior Riley Fry, and 5'4" junior Audrey Gerber. Brittany McNamara Cole forgot to bring her stats, but that's okay. But we've got them for Amherst, so we'll let you know what they do. And again, Midview, we don't quite have their numbers, but one of the big things for both these teams, they're really turning the ball over a lot. And for Amherst, they're averaging 41 points a game scoring. They're turning it over 24 times, Jared. And talking with Dave in the pregame, he feels if they could cut that number down to maybe 15 or so, could probably add 10 points to their offense. And they're only giving up 50 points a game defensively, so defense really isn't the problem.
That cornerstone of Dave's principles is defense. It's been that way throughout his career. He wants to be able to make that, slow the game down and play defensively and make it a little bit muddy if you have to. But you mentioned the turnovers. When you're struggling, those just tend to compound the problems.
Tip is controlled by the visitors. Amherst with the basketball as we begin. Morgan Leimer, the freshman, kicks it outside. Three ball goes up, and it's good. And hitting that three is Amelie Caldera, her 14th triple of the season. And immediately the Comets have a 3-0 lead, 20 seconds in. Crum had it poked away, and it's stolen by Amelie Caldera. Caldera with a bounce pass that gets stolen away by Leah DeFranco. Leah double teamed to the backcourt, and it's stolen right back. Caldera with a jumper. She's feeling it early. Amelie Caldera 5, Midview nothing.
Yeah, taking advantage of the turnover, a couple of quick jump shots, one from distance. Could be big in a game like this.
We saw that last night with Tink Shelton against Avon. For the Elyria Pioneers, he scored the first 5 points. They go inside, get the basketball to Layla Morgan. Morgan back outside to Audrey Gerber. DeFranco will go cross court. Hunter Crum, she'll let it fly, misses it. And Hussein Bey with a rebound for Amherst. Nice start for the Comets, a minute 15 in, up 5-0. Caldera with the basketball. 2-3 zone defense from Midview. And we're going to get an over and back violation. And that'll give it back to Midview.
Caldera kind of knocked off the ball a little bit in the double team, and there's nothing they could do about that. Dave Zavara telling her you got to be aware that that's going to come.
Yep, got to get rid of the ball. Leah DeFranco gets the basketball. Midview so far in the early going has just taken one shot. DeFranco has it. She'll go left side, Hunter Crum. She'll take another three. That one's good. Hunter Crum gets the Middies on the board, and they trail 5-3. Into the forecourt come the Amherst Comets. Brodus, cross court, Caldera. She'll hand it right back off to Morgan Leimer. The freshman goes to Caldera. That's a long three. She got another one. Caldera with her 15th three of the year, and it's 8-3. Caldera with all 8 points. Crum goes cross court. They get the basketball to DeFranco back on the left wing to Audrey Gerber. Hunter Crum, another long one. That's off the rim, no good. And a rebound is hauled in by Abby Brodus of Amherst. Brodus will go to Morgan Leimer, the freshman, into the forecourt. Brodus cross court, Caldera. She'll bounce it inside. They go into Hussein Bay. Nice job. Missed the short shot. Offensive rebound for Brodus. Back to Caldera. Puts the shot up. No good. Hussein Bay saved it from going out of bounds. She got it to her teammate Morgan Leimer, who scored. I don't think Amherst could ask for a better start, Jared.
I'd have to agree. Again, they're getting second chance opportunities. They're converting, and the 2 3 balls are pretty big right now.
10-3, just over 5 minutes to go, first quarter. Hunter Crum had her shot partially blocked by Caldera. And with the basketball is Morgan Leimer. Leimer ahead to Caldera. Bounce pass inside for Grace Bender. Good ball movement. Outside three, right wing, it's good. Abby Brodus, timeout Midview. And right now, Amherst is just hitting their open shots. Boy, when you make shots, the game isn't all that complicated, is it?
No, certainly not. And they're 5 of 7 from the field right now, and a perfect 3 of 3 from distance. So the other thing is for the Middies, they're really not getting looks inside. They're content to settle for that long distance shot, put it up mostly by Crum so far. They've connected on one, but I think if that's going to be the recipe for what goes on here, Amherst is going to have their field day because they can rebound. You're not going to hit all those threes, and yeah, they've got a presence inside that Midview is going to probably, have to do something about, because I think personnel-wise, they just don't match up that well as far as that inside presence for the Comets.
Talking with Brittany McNamara Cole in the pregame, she told me in round one they fell behind to Amherst 11-1 on the road and came back and won. So she has to know that her team has the confidence. They've done it once, they can do it again. Not how you want to do it, but Midview knows they can. DeFranco gets a rebound and put it in. I'm sorry, that was Audrey Gerber. Audrey Gerber with the rebound of the miss, and it's 13-5 Amherst. With the basketball is Brodus. Brodus tried to go to Hussein Bay. It's stolen away by Layla Morgan. Morgan got it to DeFranco. DeFranco's going to go to the hole. She is fouled. She'll shoot 2. And that's one of the things Leah DeFranco can do. She can just go to the basket. Amelie Caldera with a foul, her first.
Penetrate and be able to facilitate an offense, handle the ball as good as anybody on the floor right now, I'm sure.
DeFranco's free throw is good. That's her first point of the afternoon. Our first sub of this game, Jacinta Miller, a 5'7" sophomore, is going to come in and replace Riley Fry. So Jacinta Miller in, line left to Franco, made them both. She has got a really good free throw stroke. 13-7. Comets by 6. Midview on a 4-0 run. They put some pressure on when they get across half court. Pass for Hussein Bay. It's going to be intercepted by Layla Morgan. Keep track of that turnover number today for both of these teams. That's going to be critical. DeFranco goes to the basket again, fouled this time. It is on Sarai Hussein Bay.
Comment foul number 30, Sarai Hussein Bay, her first, team second. That's the line.
And the Comets are going to get their first sub coming in. Elena Alflin, a senior, is going to check in. She averages a point a game. Leah misses the free throw. Alflin in for Hussein Bay. Assistant coach John Matakovich goes to the end of the bench to talk to Hussein Bay. Second free throw is good. So Leah DeFranco with 3 free throws, 13-8. Midview on a 5-0 run. They still trail by 5. With the basketball is Morgan Leimer. Leimer dribbling around, guarded by Jacinta Miller. Now Midview has gone to man-to-man defense. They kick it outside with the basketball. It's going to be Limer, the freshman. 3-point line, Miller on her. Gets the basketball to Alflin. Trying to set up the offense. They get it on the left side. Reverse layup, no good, but a foul. And Amelie Caldera will shoot a couple.
Now, Dave Zavara is going to be happy with that possession, I think. They did what they wanted to do. They showed some patience, got to the inside. Bucket doesn't go, but you get a chance to convert at the line.
Caldera, 5 of 8 from the line this season as a team. Comets are struggling. They're just 39% as a team at the line this year. She makes it. She has 9. Amelie Caldera, a junior. 9 of her team's 14. In and out. Rebound, Layla Morgan for Midview. 3:15 to go in the first quarter. Amherst by 6. DeFranco in the lane had her shot blocked by Grace Bender, and the Comets come out of there with it. Good defense as they denied her. On the right wing with the basketball is Brodus. Brodus with a bounce pass, and we're going to get a whistle and a foul, I believe, on Leah DeFranco. It is. Her first team second, with exactly 3 minutes remaining in quarter number 1. Inbound. Amelie Caldera has it. Caldera on the dribble. Nice bounce pass and an easy shot. It was that well done. Grace Bender. 16-8. Comets, who are averaging 41 a game, have 16 in the first quarter, and we're not done. Shot missed. Caldera with a rebound, but then lost control, and the Middies have it. Hunter Crum, her pass cross court intercepted by Brodus. Brodus will get it into the forecourt. DeFranco went for the steal, didn't get it, but it went out of bounds off Brodus. So DeFranco didn't get a steal, but she created the turnover.
Yeah, I think Brodus might have been better off to just let that one dribble out of bounds. She chased it. Now, had she recovered, probably had a pretty good look to drive to the lane. So I could see why it would be appetizing.
Sometimes all sports are a game of inches, right? They've said that forever. And there is a lot of truth to that. DeFranco, they get the ball in the corner. Now they go inside. With it is Millie Volney into the game for the first time. Volney, a 5'8 senior. Back outside, jumper goes up, no good. Rebound just hit to Miller, she's fouled. Missing the shot was Gerber, but offensive rebound Miller. And Grace Bender with the foul, her first team's third. 2:07 to go in the first quarter, 15-8. Free throw is good.
Give the Middies credit. They've done a decent job of giving themselves opportunities at the free throw line. And Miller trying to make this a 6-point game.
Miller again. That one is good. She does. Makes them both. 16-10. Amherst by 6. 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. Comets have led the entire way. Into the forecourt. Caldera has it. Guarded by Miller. Caldera in the lane. Picks up her dribble. No, she keeps dribbling. My bad. And it's knocked out of bounds by Leah DeFranco. And Libby Vidovich is in for Amherst for the first time. And DeFranco was all over Vidovich. And they're going to inbound it to Alflin. Alflin gets it right back to Limer. Inside with it to Vidovich. And we get a traveling violation. Turnover, it gives it back to Midview. Sarah Eiliff into the game for the first time. She's a sophomore. She wears number 1.
We've talked a little bit about the turnover story. Amherst 6 turnovers right now. Still a minute and 35 left to go. Middies have taken advantage over the past couple.
Jared, that's right on pace. They average 24 turnovers a game. So 6 times 4, they would hit their average. DeFranco with the basketball. She'll measure a 3, put it up, no whistle, away from the ball. Miller got knocked down, and foul is going to go on one of the Comets as Morgan Limer, her first team's 4th. If there's another foul on Amherst before the end of the quarter, that would be put them over the limit. Inbound to Leah. Leah on the baseline and went off her foot out of bounds. stays with the Middies, so obviously it didn't go off Leah's foot. It went off one of the Comets. Crum to inbound to Leah. Right back to Crum. Nice play. Good set. Missed the open three off the pick. And on the rebound, it's Isla. She'll hand it off to Limer. And her pass ahead. They throw it away, trying to get it to Libby Vidovich.
Minute and 3 here left to play, first period. Midview with the ball.
They walk it up. And Hunter Crum gets it over to Audrey Gerber. Cross court for Leah DeFranco. And they're going to go back up top to Senna Miller. Over to Gerber. She's not bashful. Puts it up. Banked it in, and it's a 3-ball. How about that? Gerber with 5. Cuts it to 3. 16-13.
Got to hit it today because the bank's not open on Monday.
Whoa, well, there you go. With the basketball. Bouncing it over on the right wing. Vidovich. Vidovich takes a tough shot, missed it, out of bounds, stays with the Comets.
See if Amherst can hold for the final shot of this quarter. 23 seconds left. Inbounding underneath their own bucket could be a little bit of a danger zone.
Nice job by Midview in the second half of this first quarter, cutting this lead and getting back into the game. DeFranco knocks it out of bounds and will stay with Amherst, as we're down to 20 seconds remaining in the quarter. Sub for the Middies. It'll be Riley Fry and Layla Morgan, 2 starters returning for Miller and Crum. .15 seconds to go first quarter. With the basketball, dribbling around Limer. Limer, baseline right. Limer reverse layup, hit the bottom of the backboard, got a rebound, put it up, no. Offensive rebound, Vidovich. 2 seconds, 1, and they can't get a shot off. We've played 1 quarter from Midview. Our score, Amherst 16, Midview 13. You're watching the WEOL.com Game of the Week on the Chronicle Telegram YouTube channel.
At Nick Abraham Elyria Ford, we make it that easy. This month, get 0% on all 2025 Ford F-150s, including Lightning, regular cabs, super cabs, and Super Duties, plus all Explorers and Escapes. Stop in or shop us at buyabraham.com.
Lorraine Medina Rural Electric offers a quick and easy way to pay bills online, monitor your daily electric use, and receive updates from your cooperative through SmartHub. Members can sign up for this service at www.lmre.org or contact the LMRE office at 440-647-2133 for more information.
And again, thanks to all our sponsors that make these broadcasts possible. Nick Abraham Buick GMC, Nick Abraham Elyria Ford, Lorraine County Community College, LMRE, and EcoTree Services. We played 1 quarter, Midview trailing Amherst 16-13. Start of the second quarter. DeFranco, Gerber, Crum, Fry, and Morgan are out there for Midview, the original starting 5. Crum for a 3 and to tie, and it's good. Hunter Crum with her second bomb of the day, and we're tied at 16, and the Middies have come all the way back. Caldera with the basketball. She had a huge first quarter with 9. Caldera to Brodus. Brodus right back to Caldera. Hussein Bey put it up and scores. Her first 2. Also in the game are Brodus and Limer. So the original starting 5 on the floor for both teams as we begin quarter number 2. Riley Fry from the right elbow missed it. And on the rebound it's Brodus. We're going to get a jump ball. Alternating possession, it'll stay with the Comets.
That last bucket by Hussein Bey there, that's exactly what Dave Zavar and his staff want to see, is her get the ball in the paint, take that step back. You've got a decided advantage over anybody that's going to be a defender.
Into the forecourt, Caldera has it. Inside the 3-point line, right back out to Brodus. Brodus picks up her dribble. Back to Hussein Bey. Hussein Bey in the corner for Grace Bender. Bender lost control and it's going to be stolen away by Riley Fry. Fry to Leah DeFranco. She'll push into the forecourt. Leah's going to swing it in the corner of Gerber for 3. Rim no. Rebound Hussein Bey. Comet basketball. 90 seconds into the second quarter. Comets lead by 2. Brodus on the three-point line. Leah DeFranco watching her every move. Gets it to Amelie Caldera. Amelie, open, top of the key, rimmed it out. She couldn't miss in the first quarter. That's her first shot in quite a while. And Leah DeFranco brings it into the forecourt. Grace Bender tried to poke it away, couldn't do so, and Leah is fouled as she goes to the basket.
Yeah, the courageous Leah DeFranco, because I think she crosses that timeline, and then the decision's made at that point that she's going to go in there and try to draw contact, and got whacked pretty hard there.
What do they call it in football? They go downhill. Leah DeFranco goes downhill, right?
Yep.
Free throw is good. Leah with 4 points, all from that foul line, and she gets fouled because she's aggressive and she goes to the basket. And she makes 1 out of 2. Offensive rebound up, no good by Morgan. Rebound loose on the floor. Hussein Bey had it. We're going to get a foul on one of the middies. And that'll go on Riley Fry. Hope everybody's having an enjoyable MLK weekend. And at some point this weekend, you think about Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. as the official holiday is Monday. But I think this has come to be known as MLK weekend. Brodus puts up a 3, back of the rim, no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds. It'll go to Midview.
You know, Ron and I talked about that a little bit during the Nick Abraham Saturday Sports wrap-up show. And again, like you said, you want to pay homage to the man and the holiday and everything that stands for. Selfishly, you got a great slate of basketball Monday, both be it in the pros and collegiately.
Exactly. DeFranco with it, gets it over to Gerber. Gerber with the basketball, cross court, over to Riley Fry. Yeah, we got a whistle on a foul. Foul on Grace Bender, her second. Team second. 5:17 to go in the half. Comets have never trailed, but they lead by just 1, 18-17.
To that point, ran into Greg Fluker at the Chronicle Telegram earlier this morning when we were doing the show. And he's a jokester, no question about it. But if you want to know what MLK Day is all about, spend a few minutes with Greg Fluker. He will explain it.
Right side, Fry puts it up. It's a 3 ball. And Midview leads for the first time. And they have now made 4 threes on the game. 20-18 Middies. They have wiped out that 10-point deficit. Dribbling around is Limer. Her pass intercepted. Another Amherst turnover. DeFranco into the forecourt. Leah cross court. Riley Fry. Fry just gave him the lead. Her pass to Gerber. Gerber's shot, no good. Rebound Grace Bender for Amherst. And Bender will get it ahead to Morgan Limer. And her pass intercepted by Leah DeFranco. DeFranco, no foul, surprisingly, out of bounds and stay with Midview.
Yeah, it looked like there was some contact there. DeFranco was pretty definitive about her move to the bucket. But, Limer, I guess, did just enough, or Brodus, I'm sorry, to separate her from the ball.
Alflin comes into the game for Midview. Shot by DeFranco from the foul line is good. That's her first field goal. Give her 6 points. Midview's biggest lead is now 4. Limer, the freshman, guarded there by Gerber. Man-to-man defense for Midview. Limer with a bounce pass to Caldera. She'll hand it right back. And Leah DeFranco took the charge. Morgan Limer gets called for the foul, her second. Dave Zavarra not happy with that. Ever since Amherst led 13-3, 19-5 advantage for the Middies.
Yeah, they've responded well, and it's happened in a combination of ways. We talked about it, the penetration dribble drive of Leah DeFranco and getting to the line, converting, and they've not been shabby from distance either. They've managed to hit 4 3-pointers, so opportunities may be more plentiful, but they're out shooting Amherst. at least in terms of volume.
Audrey Gerber with it. 2-3 zone defense for the Comets. Swings over to Hunter Crum. Crum back out to Gerber. Left side. They get the basketball now to Molly Oakley, who's into the game for the first time from Midview. Oakley got it right back to Hunter Crum. Younger sister of Midview quarterback Dustin Crum. Takes the three. It's in and out. Rebound, offensive rebound, and then losing control. Comets come out of there with it. Comets with the ball. 3:10 to go in the half. They trail by 4. Brodus into the lane, put it up, air ball, and it's out of bounds to Midview.
I believe you wanted to say Midview legend, Dustin Crum. You refrained from it. I saw that, and I gotta congratulate you. But I think at Midview you're okay to say that.
He would be a legend here.
There's no question.
Riley Fry comes in. DeFranco gets it ahead to Audrey Gerber. Gerber, boy, those were some great Midview football teams. Leah DeFranco over to Gerber. And they kick it over to Oakley for a jumper. It's short. Offensive rebound, Oakley shot blocked, and then a foul is going to be called on Elena Alflin. She does not agree. Jared Amherst can't buy a bucket. They have scored 2 points in the second quarter after 16 in the first 8 minutes.
And a lot of it is just simply not getting enough looks at the bucket. The turnovers starting to mount, and credit Midview to some extent on that. Some of these are unforced errors, but the Middies have found something defensively they like. That's been able to help them battle back and take the lead in this contest.
Oakley trying to make 1 out of 2, and she does that. 23-18, Middies by 5, their biggest lead. Pressure in the backcourt. Brodus, cross midcourt, screen set. Brodus on the three-point line. Picks up her dribble. Gets it over to Alflin. Alflin to Brodus. Who wants a shot for Amherst? They need to get the ball to Hussein Bey a little bit. Three-pointer goes up, no good. And the rebound comes out to Riley Fry. She'll get it to Gerber. Gerber with a beautiful bounce pass to Oakley, who scores. Timeout, Amherst. 2:07 to go in the first quarter, or first half. It's a 30-second timeout. Middies up 25-18, and they have turned the tables in this one since basically the halfway point of the first quarter.
Yeah, Dave Zavar calling that timeout, saying, hey, let's get realigned. We got to stop the bleeding. They need a bucket this possession. 2 minutes left to go in the half, and you're just thinking to yourself, as you mentioned, Rob, watching a lead slip away is one thing, but then watching somebody compound it, and while you're just not being active enough to give yourself an opportunity, I think that's the message there during that timeout is, guys, we got to give ourselves a shot. You mentioned Hussein Bey. She's got the lone bucket for the Comets here in this second quarter and did it in a really good possession as we outlined. Just was able to get a mismatch inside and create space.
Caldera with the basketball. 2 minutes to go in the half. Her pass for Brodus. Leah DeFranco stole it, but she was out of bounds. I think the term is she ran out of real estate. Brodus gets it to Caldera. Caldera gets a screen from Alflin. Comes off that screen, dribbling around, gets it to Hussein Bey. She puts it up, missed it. Rebound tipped around, and they're fighting for it. And we're going to get a jump ball.
It's going to go the way of the Middies.
Minute 43 to go until intermission. Midview trailed 13-3. Since then, they've outscored Amherst 22-5. That's turned a 10-point deficit into a 7-point lead. Hunter Crum for three, and that's another one. Hunter Crum with her third triple. She's got 9. 28-18, and the run continues. A 20-point swing in this first half in favor of Midview. Alflin gets it over to Brodus. Brodus in between the circles. Brodus guarded by Leah DeFranco. Brodus, bounce pass for Hussein Bey. Nice defense intercepted by Layla Morgan. Gets it to Leah. Leah dribbling through the defense, and we get a whistle and a foul on the Comets, and that'll put her at the line. That's the 15th foul against Amherst.
Yeah, they find themselves in a penalty situation. I think that was going to result in free throws regardless. On the other side, Dave Zavara beside himself with that turnover, but I think he would like Brodus to make the pass, just not that pass in terms of the traffic that was around Hussein Bay.
First of two, it's good. Leah with 7, 5 of them from the line. Harley Crum into the game for the first time. Harley comes in for Millie Volney. Leah again. Missed it. Rebound, Amherst. They get it to Caldera. They trail by 11. But the Comets sure could use a little flurry here at the end of the half. And a foul is going to go on Riley Fry, her second. That foul in the backcourt. But it's just a second team foul on Amherst, so they're not shooting free throws. Inbound to Caldera. Caldera has it. 50 seconds to go in the half. She's on the drive, puts it up, no good. Rebound Hussein Bay, put it up, no, but she's fouled. So Sarai Hussein Bay will shoot free throws. And she's very, very good at the line. She is an 82% free throw shooter. She's a sophomore with 2 points today. She averages 8.6, 9.3 rebounds. And she leads this team in both those categories.
And I got to think the rebounds are already pretty close right now, but we'll see what she can do as far as that scoring column.
Free throw is good. From Midview, Molly Oakley back in after a short rest. Comes in for Riley Fry, who's out with 2 fouls. And that one's good. Hussein Bay with 4, 29-20. Under 40 seconds remaining until intermission. Leah DeFranco gets it across the timeline at the volleyball line. She'll get it right side to Oakley. Oakley being harassed there defensively by Iliff. Iliff going for the steal, didn't get it. Crum gets it on the left side. Pass inside for Harley Crum. Double teamed in trouble, and we get a whistle and what? Jump ball. And it goes to the Comets.
Gutsy defense by Amherst there because, again, if they commit a foul, they send Midview to the line. Instead, they get to tie up, have a chance to, like you said, finish the quarter on a strong note.
Morgan Leimer comes in for Iliff. Little offense defense here, 17 seconds to go, first half. Caldera into the forecourt. Caldera gets a screen, bounce pass to Brodus. Her three is going to be blocked by Leah DeFranco. 5 seconds for Leah with a layup before the buzzer, and she hit it. Leah DeFranco with a huge play at both ends, and Midview has a 31-20 lead at intermission. Boy, what a job by Leah there at both ends. She got a block, and then she turns defense into offense. And Midview with an 18-4 second quarter advantage turns the tables in this first half. We've come to halftime. Your score, Midview 31, Amherst 20. We'll be back with a halftime show on the WEOL Cage Matchup, live on WEOL.com and the Chronicle Telegram YouTube channel.
At Nick Abraham Buick GMC, we offer the greatest customer experience around, plus upfront, no haggle pricing and great deals. Right now, lease the 2025 GMC Sierra for just $339 a month. Stop in or shop us at buyabraham.com.
Are you undecided about your future and overwhelmed by the options? Well, don't worry, you're not alone. Lorain County Community College has helped thousands of students just like you find their future career. From short-term training programs to transfer options all the way to bachelor degrees, our programs are designed to set you up for future success. Lorain County Community College, your goals, your career, your future. Enroll today.
Lorraine Medina Rural Electric offers a quick and easy way to pay bills online, monitor your daily electric use, and receive updates from your cooperative through SmartHub. Members can sign up for this service at www.lmre.org or contact the LMRE office at 440-647-2133 for more information.
Hi, Tim Elkhorn, radio voice of the Cavs. For several years, you've heard me talk about EcoTree services on WEOL. Recently, I needed trees removed, so of course, I contacted EcoTree. They did an incredible job. The folks at EcoTree were timely, efficient, and the work was flawless. Take it from me. When your trees need attention or even require removal, contact EcoTree Services. Like me, you'll love their work. Find EcoTree Services online at ecotreeservices.com.
At Nick Abraham Elyria Ford, we make it that easy. This month, get 0% on all 2025 Ford F-150s, including Lightning, regular cabs, super cabs, and Super Duties, plus all Explorers and Escapes. Stop in or shop us at buyabraham.com.
And there's the story. Gary Pelder doing the camera work. We're at halftime. Midview leads 31-20. Ron Polinsky, Jared Kozar, Gary Pelder, live from Midview High School. As Amherst led after one, 16-13. They took a 13-3 lead in about the first half of the first quarter. And then Midview put the clamps on them defensively, caused a bunch of turnovers, and outscored Amherst 18-4 in the second quarter to go up 31-20. Individually, first for the Comets, Amalie Caldera, 9 points, all in the first quarter. Grace Bender with 2. Abby Brodus has 3. Morgan Leimer with 2. And Sarai Hussein Bey had 4. All 4 of those were in the second quarter. She was the only Comet to score in the second quarter. 20 points, all from the starting 5. Seeing action off the bench but not scoring included Sarah Iliff, Libby Vidovich, and Elena Alflin. Now at the leading, taking a look at the leading Midview Middies, it is Leah DeFranco, a co-leader in points. She's got a couple of field goals, 5 free throws, has 9. 3 first half three-point field goals by Hunter Crum, the senior, with 9, and those have been huge. Riley Fry with 3. Audrey Gerber has 5. 26 points from the starting 5 of Midview. Starting and not scoring was Layla Morgan. Off the bench, Jacinta Miller has 2 free throws, and Molly Oakley with 3. 5 off the bench, 26 for the starters, and that gives Midview their total of 31. Seeing action in the first half and not scoring off the bench included Harley Crum and Millie Volney. I want to let you know about other games going on in boys basketball later on today. Vermillion is at Edison. That's tonight. Later this afternoon, Central Christian Kidron comes to Open Door to take on Alan Januzzi's team. In what should be a good non-conference game tonight, Buckeyes at Keystone. And also, Christian Community is at First Baptist. That is at 1 o'clock this afternoon. Girls basketball, all these games in the afternoon. Cleveland Heights at Lorraine. In the LC 8, Oberlin is at Brookside. Keystone at Clearview. Firelands at Columbia. Elsewhere in the SWC, Elyria goes to Avon. In the North Coast, EC goes to Holy Name. And non-conference girls games, Central Christian Kidron goes to Open Door, and Christian Community is at First Baptist. So that's a look at some games throughout the area. Jared Kozar, I believe, will take a time now to give you the stat story of the first 2 quarters.
Certainly. However, before we do that, I find it a little bit interesting, and maybe it's something with rhythm, maybe it's the message was short. Midview was in the locker room for about 3 minutes, and they came out here and they're warming up. So I don't know what to make of that, but maybe Brittany McNamara Cole's thought process is, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Stay warm, stay loose, get out there, because what they did was pretty special in that first half as far as erasing a deficit and building a lead. The Amherst Comets in that first half, 7 of 19 from the field, 37%. You know, I don't think that that's too far off from what they would normally do. 3 of 7 from downtown. So, you know, they made their first 3, missed the next 4, but, you know, certainly they have had success from beyond the arc. 3 of 4 at the line, 15 rebounds. Again, they're doing a really good job there, playing to their strengths, rebounding the basketball. 12 turnovers through that first half of play. You talked about the number being 24. We are at the half. They're at a dozen. So, yeah, Rob, as much as it pains me to say it, you are once again correct when it comes down to the numbers. It's been happening a little bit more than I'd like lately. For the Midview Middies here at the break, up 11. They were 9 of 23 from the field, so right around 40%. Shot a lot of threes. They took 16. They connected on 5. Those kept them in the game early and allowed them to battle back. The scouting report should note that Hunter Crum can shoot, and you know, she was played a big role as far as shooting her team back into this game and keeping them in it early. Leah DeFranco did the rest as far as facilitating offense, driving, drawing contact, going to the foul line, and making those count. Middies are 8 of 12 at the line. Not a great percentage, but they're getting there a lot, and that means something too. 8 rebounds to go along with just 2 turnovers in that first half of play.
Well, I think Coach McNamara Cole's halftime speech went something like this. Girls, forget the first quarter and do what you did in the second quarter. And that doesn't take a long time to do.
You know, on the flip side, Dave Zavar and the Lady Comets just making their way out now with about 3 minutes left to go here at the intermission. And yeah, you know, as you mentioned and you said, this could not have gone any better for Amherst to start. And you're certainly correct. And then all of a sudden it went south quick. And they really haven't recovered. You mentioned just I think 4 points in that second period of play. And
Yes.
they all came courtesy of Hussein Bey. Maybe go back to her a little bit more, see if you can play that type of a game, and it might yield a result here. But, yeah, that was certainly riding high in that first quarter, and then things changed quickly.
Well, you mentioned it in your stats. Shooting percentage, it's not bad. They just have to find a way to cut down on those turnovers, but it's been a season-long problem. So if they can cut down on them, then maybe they can turn things around.
Yeah, you mentioned Dave. Dave said he felt that could be potentially a 10-point-a-game swing. Well, you're down 11. So, I mean, you know, those are the numbers that just kind of are the underlined precursor to what goes on.
Why don't we take a timeout before the start of the second half? We'll be back. Midview and Amherst girls basketball on WEOL.com and the Chronicle Telegram YouTube page.
At Nick Abraham Buick GMC, we offer the greatest customer experience around, plus upfront, no haggle pricing and great deals. Right now, lease the 2025 GMC Sierra for just $339 a month. Stop in or shop us at buyabraham.com.
Lorain County Community College is where you'll lock in your future success. LCCC will get you prepared, get you credentialed, and get you working. Lorain County Community College. Your goals, your career, your future. Enroll today.
Lorraine Medina Rural Electric offers a quick and easy way to pay bills online, monitor your daily electric use, and receive updates from your cooperative through SmartHub. Members can sign up for this service at www.lmre.org or contact the LMRE office at 440-647-2133 for more information.
Midview and Amherst just about set to begin the second half. 31-20, Midview leads, and they got the basketball to begin the third quarter. And they get it to Leah DeFranco, and I think we're going to say a whole lot of that the second half of this one. Leah gets a screen from Layla Morgan, kicks it over to Riley Fry, over to Audrey Gerber, and now to Hunter Crum. And you got to love that. All 5 girls touching the ball on the first possession of the third quarter, because I can say all 5 of their names. Foul's going to go on Hussein Bey. That'll be her second shooting foul, and that'll put Layla Morgan at the line looking for her first points of the night.
That really allows you to get acquainted with what you're doing out there in terms of the personnel package. I like that.
Exactly. Layla Morgan, line right, in and out. Hussein Bey, Amelie Caldera, Grace Bender, Morgan Limer, and Abby Brodus, the same girls that started the ball game, start the second half for both teams. Both free throws no good, and Hussein Bey with a rebound for the Comets. She'll get it to Caldera. Caldera blanketed by Riley Fry. Bounce pass, stolen away. Gerber with the steal, but then she lost control but out of bounds. So, I don't know, technically I guess that probably isn't a turnover because Midview really didn't gain possession, but point being, Amherst just can't get into their offensive sets, Jared, when they throw the ball away like that.
Yeah, and Dave Zavara just kind of scowling as far as, what did we just talk about in the locker room? And, that takes its toll.
Why do I have a feeling in a couple hours I'm going to hear the wrath of that? We have a foul, and it's going to go on Leah DeFranco.
Your powers of perception have been amplified by the cold and snow.
On the inbound, they're going to get it now to Grace Bender. Bender at the foul line. Back outside, Abby Brodus. Brodus tops the key 3. Good. Abby Brodus with her second triple, and it's 34-27. Or I'm sorry, 31-23. 8-point lead, Midview. DeFranco pass intercepted. Good hands by Amherst defensively. Bender will get it ahead to Morgan Limer. She's a freshman. Bounce pass to Brodus. Brodus looking to get rid of the ball. Does so to Bender. Bender fakes a shot. Back out to Abby. Abby has DeFranco on her. Step back three. Off the rim, no. And Hussein Bey just went through one of the Midview players and is going to get called for a foul.
It's going to be 3 on her. Pretty quick in the third quarter to have to go to that. And I don't know if Dave Zavara can afford to take her out right now. Well,
it's a really, and he is going to try to buy some time. Yeah. He's going to bring in, for the first time, Ashlyn Berry, a junior who played in the JV game. She's going to come in at the next stoppage. 6:15 to go in the third, and the Middies lead by 8. And then Midview with an unforced error throws it away. And now for the first time we see Ashlyn Berry coming out of the ball game is Sarai Hussein Bey. Into the forecourt, Morgan Limer. Limer on the drive, shot blocked from behind and out of bounds. Good defense, Layla Morgan, the 5'9" sophomore from Midview.
And what the Middies lack in size, they make up for in tenacity. They've had a couple of chase downs tonight.
Inbound, and Caldera was open and she hit it. She's got 11. Her first point since the first quarter, Jared.
Yeah, after that super incredible start, yeah, you'd think they wouldn't have gone away from her. She wouldn't have made those decisions to take a few more shots.
Kind of quietly, a 5-0 start for Amherst to start the second half. They cut the 11-point lead to 6. And it's going to be DeFranco with the basketball. Her pass is going to get knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Midview. Kristen Bauer working this one for the Chronicle Telegram. You can see her pictures and the CT. She doesn't get a day off very often, does she?
She and I have very similar schedules.
I was going to say, I've noticed if I see you, I see her. Shot goes up and in. Layla Morgan, her first points of the night. Midview's first points of the second half. They lead by 8. With the basketball, Bender gets it inside, and being fouled is Ashlyn Berry. She'll go to the free throw line for the first time this year.
Shooting 2 for the Comets, Ashlyn Berry.
33-25. Middies by 8. Berry line left. Air ball. Shooting into the student section here for Midview, and we should mention that their guys are having a good time cheering on their team. Berry again, that one's off the front of the rim, no good. And on the rebound, it's knocked out of bounds, it'll stay with Midview.
Good for those guys getting after it today on a snowy Saturday afternoon.
Right.
It'd be easy to just stay at home and say, I'm going to watch some hoops, whatever else is going on. And no, they packed it up pretty good for a girls' game on a Saturday in the middle of January.
Cross court with the basketball is Audrey Gerber. Gerber has it. Gerber gets it back now to Hunter Crum. Back out to Leah DeFranco. Leah cross court with her pass for Riley Fry. Fry into Layla Morgan, missed the shot. Offensive rebound to DeFranco, misses. And we're going to get a foul here on Midview. And it will go on Layla Morgan, her second.
3 team fouls on Midview now. 4:45 left to play here in the third period. That could be a storyline to look out for. Again, you mentioned Amherst off to a pretty decent start here in quarter number 3.
Morgan Limer with the basketball. Limer into the forecourt. 4.5 minutes to play, third quarter. Had it poked away by Layla Morgan, but she ran it back down to Caldera. Caldera dribbling. Caldera with 11 in the game to lead the Comets. Foul line jumper, tough one. Missed it, and they try to save it from going out of bounds, but they get it to a midi, Layla Morgan. To Leah DeFranco. Leah lays it up, glass rim, no. Grace Bender had a rebound, but had ripped away by Hunter Crum. 3 by Gerber, no good. Another offensive rebound. Again, they kick it to DeFranco. Show, get it outside. Crum for 3, missed it. And the rebound comes down to Abby Brodus. 3:50 to go in the third quarter. Comets with the ball down 8. Caldera open 3, she got it. Her third triple of the day. She has half of her team's points. And once again, this lead is down to 5.
Right, you may have to think about just going to her exclusively for a while. Ride the hot hand until it's not going to present itself.
Yep, jumper in the corner, no good. And Ashlyn Berry has come in and given the Comets a couple of good minutes here for Hussein Bey, who's been on the bench with 3 fouls. Caldera with it. Caldera bounced past to Berry. Berry put it up off the back of the rim, no good. And the rebound falls into the hands of Layla Morgan. The Hunter Crum. 2-3 zone defense for the Comets. In the corner with it is Riley Fry. As we're down to 2:45 to go in the third. Berry knocks away the pass to Caldera. They force a turnover. And Brittany McNamara Cole wanted a foul, didn't get it. Caldera puts it up, no good. Offensive rebound, Grace Bender. Bender is going to hand it off, and driving in, missing the shot, no foul called, is Morgan Limer. 2:20 to play in the third. Hunter Crum, another open 3. That one is short, and it's out of bounds to Amherst.
Midview 0-5 from distance here in this third quarter. Again, 2:13 left to play, so that storyline could change. But for Amherst, this could be a good possession here. And, you could talk about being as close as you've been in, well, since the first quarter.
Libby Vidovich and Elena Alflin come in. And Dave Zavar has also bought some time with Hussein Bey on the bench with 3 fouls. She sat out the last 4 minutes. She still stays on the bench because they're within 5. Ideally, he doesn't bring her back in until the start of the fourth quarter, I would think. With it are the Comets. They go to Vidovich. Under 2 minutes to play in the third. To Caldera. Guarded really closely by Jacinta Miller, who's playing excellent defense. And as soon as I say that, then she commits a foul. It's her first, team's 4th. Next foul on Midview, if it happens this quarter, would put them in the bonus.
Miller's given a lot of effort out there today, both ends. Like you said, defensively, is really getting after it. And, got an offensive rebound, wanted to put back, went to the free throw line in the first half.
Sarah Iliff comes in for Amherst. On the inbound, they get it nicely done. To Grace Bender lays it in. Bender with 4, and this is a 1-possession game with 1:40 to go in the third. Gerber with a pass to Miller. Corner jumper, no good. Rebound battle for Miller has it, and we have a whistle and a timeout for Midview, and this will be a full timeout. So let's take a full as well. And we have 1:31 to go in the third. Middies lead by 3. You're listening to the WEOL.com Game of the Week and watching on the Chronicle Telegram's YouTube channel.
Hi, Tim Elkhorn, Cavs radio voice. Recently, we had some trees removed. So again, singing the praises of EcoTree Services. In a few hours, EcoTree had removed the unsightly trees, cleaned the debris, and opened the area for a new fence. I can't say enough good things about the people at EcoTree. I've used them several times, always thrilled with their work. If you have trees that require pruning or need to be removed, contact EcoTree, a local business that deserves your business. They've earned mine. Go to ecotreeservices.com.
At Nick Abraham Buick GMC, we offer the greatest customer experience around, plus upfront, no haggle pricing and great deals. Right now, lease the 2025 GMC Sierra for just $339 a month. Stop in or shop us at buyabraham.com.
90 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Rob Polinsky, Jared Kozar, Gary Pelter, live on a Saturday afternoon from Eaton Township as the Midview Middies hang on to a 3-point lead over Amherst. Brittany McNamara Cole and Dave Zavara share a conversation, which they're both smiling and laughing. And if you know either one of those, it's not a surprise. And a jump ball, and it'll go back to the Comets.
Yeah, a lot of people might not be aware. Ron and I talked about it this morning. You know, when Dave was off for a year before he got the Lady Comets job, came over and helped here for a little bit, you know, and I think they get a good working relationship.
Yep. Caldera with the basketball. Caldera on the three-point line. Bounce pass to Iliff. Iliff got to get rid of it. Does so to Grace Bender. Bender with the basketball. Bender with a pass. She could have just shot the ball. Her defender fell down. I don't think she knew it. Ahead to Gerber. Gerber lays it in. Audrey Gerber with 7. 5-point Midi lead under a minute to go, third. Caldera. Guarded by Gerber. Puts up a 10-footer, no good. Rebound Leah DeFranco, fouled by Bender in the backcourt. Her third. She's the second Comet with 2 fouls, or with 3 fouls, but it's just a third team foul, so no free throws. Middies returning Maddie Babel into the game for the first time. And also coming in is Molly Oakley. And for Amherst, Morgan Limer comes in. Leah surveying the defense. Half a minute to play, third quarter. And she got knocked off the ball, it's stolen away. Caldera has it. Caldera coming out of there with it. Caldera, left side for Limer. Left elbow jumper, no good. Rebound Gerber. Gerber gets it to Leah. Leah, 3-on-2. All the way to the basket, laid it in. Leah DeFranco now. She's got 11. Ahead to Iliff. Iliff puts the shot up, glass rim and in. Sarah Iliff her first point. And that will take us to the end of the third quarter. That is a big basket by Iliff at the end of the third. We played 3. It's 37-32 Midview, back with the fourth quarter. WEOL.com, Chronicle Telegram YouTube channel.
At Nick Abraham Buick GMC, we offer the greatest customer experience around, plus upfront, no haggle pricing and great deals. Right now, lease the 2025 GMC Sierra for just $339 a month. Stop in or shop us at buyabraham.com.
Lorraine Medina Rural Electric offers a quick and easy way to pay bills online, monitor your daily electric use, and receive updates from your cooperative through SmartHub. Members can sign up for this service at www.lmre.org or contact the LMRE office at 440-647-2133 for more information.
Start of the fourth quarter, Midview up 37-32. It was 31-20 at halftime, but Amherst outscores the Middies 12-6 in the third quarter to cut an 11-point deficit to 5. So far, it's been an every other quarter thing, Jared. Amherst won the first and third. Midview won the second, so if you're a Middy fan, that would bode well for you for this fourth quarter.
You kind of like your chances in if you're a Middy fan. After Coach McNamara Cole called that last time out, they had a couple of really nice possessions, quick scores. But you're right, that last bucket by Iliff for Amherst, that gave you some momentum if you're a Comets fan.
And it's her first points of the night. And talk about a big shot. There's a 3 to start the fourth quarter by Maddie Babel, who just came into the game at the end of the third. She has 3, 40-32. Hussein Bey misses a short shot. She's got to be careful. She's got 3 fouls. Leah DeFranco with the basketball. Leah into the forecourt. Leah trying to get around Hussein Bey, and she's going to get the foul. 2 shots. If it's going on her, that's her fourth. No, it is going to go on Morgan Limer. It's her third. So Limer, Bender, and Hussein Bey, 3 Comet starters with 3 fouls apiece.
That message, though, is still the same as it was in the first half for DeFranco to really work on that dribble drive, penetrate, draw the contact, get to the line.
She's got 11, just 2 in the second half. And she has 12. (41-32), 7:20 to play in the game. 9-point Midi lead. They have a 4-0 run in the first minute of the fourth quarter. Limer, the freshman. Cross court, Brodus. Brodus for the Comets. Looking, hands it right back off to Vidovic. Vidovic threw it away. Stolen by Hunter Crum. Grace Bender will check in, probably for Vidovic at the next stoppage. Hunter Crum, a long three, got it. Hunter Crum with her 4th from downtown. And what a start for Midview and a timeout Amherst. So Amherst takes the timeout. Let's see how long this one is. It's a 30. 44-32. 7-0 run for Midview to begin this fourth quarter, Jared.
Yeah, and again, we talked about it at the half. Hunter Crum can shoot. We figured that out now. There were any doubts before, but they went back to her, and just putting some distance between them and Amherst right now. Back-to-back 3 balls for Midview. The last 2 they've shot. So after going 0 of 5 in that third quarter, they've come away with something here.
44-32, 7-0 run, as we've mentioned. And elsewhere in the SWC this afternoon, Elyria's at Avon. We'll have Elyria next Saturday as they take on North Ridgeville. Our next game of the week will be Tuesday. Boys basketball, Olmsted Falls at Elyria. Jump shot is an air ball by Limer, and the Middies up by a dozen come out of there with it. And they kick it ahead. They get it to Hunter Crum. Crum gets it in the corner. Now a 3-ball goes up. Missing that was Oakley. Offensive rebound. Oakley has it. Right back to DeFranco. Left side, jumper goes up. That's missed by Babel. And the Comets come out of there with it. Comets have not scored in the fourth quarter yet. They're down a dozen. Caldera with it, and she is going to be fouled by Molly Oakley. Oakley, DeFranco, Crum, Babel, and Gerber are the 5 on the floor for Midview. And they're going to inbound it to Grace Bender, and Bender gets tied up, jump ball. It'll stay with the Comets. It'll be Bender, Limer, Caldera, Hussein Bey, and Brodus to the 5 on the floor for the Comets right now. Hussein Bey inside scores. Sarai Hussein Bey with 6. Last time she scored was in the second quarter. 10-point Midi lead. Working around this zone defense. Babel gets it back to DeFranco. Leah puts the shot up, no good. Might have been partially blocked, and we're going to get a whistle on a foul on Oakley.
Redirected at the minimum in
Yes.
terms of what happened there. Amherst now with a chance to draw a little bit closer here.
5:15 to go in this basketball game. Middies lead by 10. Closest Amherst has got in the second half was 3. Caldera a long 3. That's off the iron, no. Barely drew iron. And DeFranco with a long lead pass for Gerber. Ran it down, gets it to Oakley. Pass, and it goes out of bounds to Amherst. Hussein Bey caused the turnover.
Yeah, nice defensive play. Just sort of came in there and just with the shadow from behind maybe forced that one out.
With it is Brodus. Brodus with the basketball. Brodus top of the key. Brodus with a pass for Limer. That gets knocked out of bounds. Will stay Amherst possession. Clock becoming a factor, Jared. 4.5 minutes to go and a 10-point lead. They get it inside. The Bender misses. Hussein Bey got it. She's got 8. The Midi lead is 8. With the basketball, Oakley hands it off to DeFranco. Franco over to Hunter Crum. Crum Back outside, the Babel. They working around the perimeter. Nice job. Find the open girl. Crum misses. And offensive rebound because Hunter Crum knocked it away. And that'll be a foul on the Comets.
Dave Zavar a little bit upset with that. That'll be Bender's fourth.
Yeah.
And, yeah, that one was a tough one, I think, to call.
Coming back in is Layla Morgan. She just caught the pass. Gets it to Oakley. Oakley over to Morgan. Morgan has it. Morgan with a, I'm sorry, that's DeFranco with a runner, and she scores. I would think from now on, Jared, 10-point lead under 4 minutes to go. Midview wants Leah DeFranco to drive the ball and at least have the ball in her hands. We've got a timeout. It's a full timeout for Amherst. We'll step aside as well. Middies lead by 10. Late stages, fourth quarter on the Chronicle Telegram YouTube game of the week.
Lorain County Community College is where you'll lock in your future success. We've helped thousands of people just like you match skills and experience with a career. We can help you train for a career that is in demand right now. You can even work in your field while taking classes. LCCC will get you prepared, get you credentialed, and get you working. Lorain County Community College. Your goals, your career, your future. Enroll today.
At Nick Abraham Buick GMC, we offer the greatest customer experience around, plus upfront, no haggle pricing and great deals. Right now, lease the 2025 GMC Sierra for just $339 a month. Stop in or shop us at buyabraham.com.
Rob, you heard that commercial there for Lorain County Community College. Our buddy Ron Yantz worked with him on the wrap-up show this morning. Rare is the day that you ask Ron Yantz, what do you got going on later on? He says, you know what, not a whole lot. I got some time to myself. And I said, wow, that's a scary thought. And I think that we were all rewarded with a video message of how Ron's spending his afternoon, showing you the snow-covered waterfalls near Elyria and other spectacles.
He always finds things to do that I never knew you could do. Grace Bender puts the shot up and in. I think the greatest thing last night was when our buddy Dave Richards saw the video that Ron did, and Dave just said, I don't know what to say. I don't even know what that means. I think that was a great way to describe Ron Yantz.
Yeah, there are others that feel that way.
I tried to tell Dave it doesn't need to mean anything. 3.5 minutes to go, 8-point lead. Here's a 3-ball up, missing. That was Brodus, but that would have been big if she could have made that. They get it ahead of DeFranco. Leah has it. Leah pulls it out. Leah cross court to Oakley. And Oakley got rid of it, but Caldera with the steal. Amelie Caldera, 11 points in the game. 14 to Brodus. Brodus put it up. That one around rim and out. 2:40 to play.
Well, yeah, that bucket was about as close as it could go for Brodus. Spun out there. Midview gets the rebound. DeFranco brings it up the floor here, crosses the timeline with 2:38 left to play here in the fourth quarter.
Thank you, Jared. DeFranco with it into the forecourt. DeFranco on the drive, kicks it out. Hunter Crum puts it up, and that's good. Boy, she might be the difference in this game, Jared. Every time Midview needs something, Hunter Crum has made a three. Caldera tries to answer, and she does. Timeout, Amherst, and it's a full timeout. 49-41, 2:14 to go. Comets have one timeout remaining. We'll step aside as well. We'll be back right after this.
Hi, Tim Elkhorn, Cavs radio voice. Recently, we had some trees removed. So again, singing the praises of EcoTree Services. In a few hours, EcoTree had removed the unsightly trees, cleaned the debris, and opened the area for a new fence. I can't say enough good things about the people at EcoTree. I've used them several times, always thrilled with their work. If you have trees that require pruning or need to be removed, contact EcoTree, a local business that deserves your business. They've earned mine. Go to ecotreeservices.com.
At Nick Abraham Elyria Ford, we make it that easy. This month, get 0% on all 2025 Ford F-150s, including Lightning, regular cabs, super cabs, and Super Duties, plus all Explorers and Escapes. Stop in or shop us at buyabraham.com.
2:14 to go in this one. Midview with the lead, and it's 49-41. We should mention each team just has two fouls. So Amherst would have to foul him 3 times to put him at the line, Jared.
Yeah, we'll see what's going on. That might have been part of the conversation during that full timeout that Dave Zavara just took.
Layla Morgan brings it up, kicks it out to Gerber. Gerber dribbling around to Hunter Crum. Crum to DeFranco, under 2 minutes to play. Middies with the ball and an 8-point lead. Dave Zavara says, get up there. With it is Leah. Leah guarded closely by Limer, the freshman. Hussein Bey went for a steal, didn't get it. And we're going to get a timeout from Midview. Midview takes the timeout. This will be a 30, so we'll just keep it here. As the Middies now have 2 timeouts remaining, the Comets have 1.
Yeah, able to soak up about 30 seconds off of that clock, too. And Dave Zavara thought he had a pretty good defensive possession there. Thought that there was going to be something that would come away. We're not sure quite what 7 is, but whatever it was, it mandated action on the part of his Comet team. And they frustrated the Middies there. So smart timeout by Brittany McNamara to say, hey, let's be clear about it. We've got 2 timeouts left. We're not going to take them home with us.
Jared, you mentioned you're working with Ron on the Saturday morning Nick Abraham Sports Wrap-Up show this morning from 9 to 11. What was the highlight of the show?
I think Ron's pecan sandies that he brought in were maybe the highlight of the show. But no, we had a great conversation with a lot of folks. Tom Evans and Jeff Holzhauer having a conversation not just about basketball, but about Keystone's exciting new hire in terms of Brian Fox as their football coach.
And congratulations to Brian Fox and Keystone and Jeff Holzhauer. Big basket there from Midview. They lead by 10 with 1:20 to go. Limer, the freshman, scores. Limer with 4. You can see the potential in her as a freshman.
Well, you think about what Dave's got. You know, it still did take some time, but he's got a lot of youth out there. A couple of sophomores that look really good, a freshman in Limer, a junior in Caldera. So, I mean, there's reason for optimism here with Amherst.
If they can improve their ball handling skills, that will go a long way. Hussein Bey comes out. Coming in is Elena Alflin because they need the foul right here. 1:03 to go. It's an 8-point lead. Bender guarding, but Bender, she's got 4 fouls. She doesn't want to commit a foul. Coach is saying foul. Dave Zavara is besides himself screaming foul, and finally Caldera does. That's her 3rd. But the seconds are valuable. It's 46 seconds to go.
You're going to have some office hours to put in, I think, at some point with Dave Zavara.
And he just took his 5th and final timeout. And something tells me he'll take 5 timeouts when I see him later on. So we'll keep it here. Well, can we? Okay, I didn't even see what it was.
Are you undecided about your future and overwhelmed by the options? Well, don't worry. You're not alone. Lorain County Community College has helped thousands of students just like you find their future career. From short-term training programs to transfer options all the way to bachelor degrees, our programs are designed to set you up for future success. Lorain County Community College. Your goals, your career, your future. Enroll today.
46 seconds remaining in this basketball game. Midview leads by 8. They inbound. The next foul on the Comets would put the Middies at the line. They're going to inbound it. And they get it. Bender has 4 fouls again. She doesn't want to commit it, but they may not have a choice here. Leah DeFranco dribbling around. Leah coming off a couple of screens. They get it to Gerber. She takes a shot. She does the Middies a favor, misses it, but then the rebound is good by Morgan. 10-point game. 20 seconds to go. And Midview is going to hang on and defeat the Comets for the 2nd time this year. Bender gets it. Now top of the key, Caldera put it up, missed it. They fight for the rebound. We get a whistle and a traveling call. It'll go to Amherst with 9 seconds to go. And inbounding will be Morgan Limer. Limer gets it to Bender. Shot, no, but she's fouled by Hunter Crum. Chase Bender shooting 2. First one no good. Grace on the year, 5 for 8 at the line, averaging 4.9 points and 5 rebounds per contest. Tonight she has 6 points. Bender second, that's no good. And a rebound out of bounds stays with Amherst with 5.7 to go. Inbound, they get it to Caldera. Caldera outside, shot goes up, missing it off the back of the rim. Alflin, and that'll do it. Your final score this afternoon, Midview 53, Amherst 43. The Midview Middies get the season sweep over the Amherst Comets as they win today by 10. With the win, Midview goes to 6-9 overall, 3-6 in the league. With the loss, that'll drop Amherst to 3-10 overall, and they're 1-8 in league play. We'll take this time out, and we'll be back to tell you all about it. Again, the Middies win by 10 on the Chronicle Telegram YouTube Game of the Week.
I'm Mayor Kevin Brubaker, and I'm inviting you to rediscover Elyria. With new places to eat and shop, a revitalized historic downtown, expanded park facilities and programming, our community is once again on the move. Check out our award-winning schools, the new homes, and events and festivals for all ages all year long here in Elyria. Come be a part of the momentum. Visit cityofelyria.org and follow us on Facebook to see how we're building a stronger Elyria together.
At Nick Abraham Buick GMC, we offer the greatest customer experience around, plus upfront, no haggle pricing and great deals. Right now, lease the 2025 GMC Sierra for just $339 a month. Stop in or shop us at buyabraham.com.
Lorraine Medina Rural Electric offers a quick and easy way to pay bills online, monitor your daily electric use, and receive updates from your cooperative through SmartHub. Members can sign up for this service at www.lmre.org or contact the LMRE office at 440-647-2133 for more information.
Lorain County Community College is where you'll lock in your future success. LCCC will get you prepared, get you credentialed, and get you working. Lorain County Community College. Your goals, your career, your future. Enroll today.
Hi, Tim Elkhorn, radio voice of the Cavs. For several years, you've heard me talk about EcoTree Services on WEOL. Recently, I needed trees removed, so of course, I contacted EcoTree. They did an incredible job. The folks at EcoTree were timely, efficient, and the work was flawless. Take it from me. When your trees need attention or even require removal, contact EcoTree Services. Like me, you'll love their work. Find EcoTree Services online at ecotreeservices.com.
At Nick Abraham Elyria Ford, we make it that easy. This month, get 0% on all 2025 Ford F-150s, including Lightning, regular cabs, super cabs, and Super Duties, plus all Explorers and Escapes. Stop in or shop us at buyabraham.com.
An interesting game that comes to conclusion as you look at the student body that was here for the Middies cheering on their classmates, schoolmates, and the Midview girls. And they start to file for the exit, but again, Midview wins at 53-43. Midview beats Amherst for the second time this season. They go to 6-9 overall, 3-6 in the league. Amherst is now 3-10 overall, 1-8 in league play. Midview will stay at home on Wednesday to take on Avon Lake, and on Tuesday, I should say, Amherst will go to Berea Mid Park. So a couple of tough games coming up for these two teams. Scoring by quarters, Amherst led after one, 16-13. Their biggest lead was 10, 13-3. Much like the first game when they led 11-1 and lost. They led 13-3 here. They trailed at halftime, 31-20. Midview turned this basketball game around with an 18-4 second quarter to go up 31-20. Third quarter, Amherst made it interesting, outscoring Midview 12-6. They got as close as 3. They trailed by 5, 37-32 heading into the fourth. But what I thought was the most important stretch of the game, the 7-0 run for Midview to begin that fourth quarter. And that took away the momentum that Amherst had gotten in the third quarter, Jared, and made it 44-32, and basically they cruised after that. But those first couple minutes of the fourth quarter, this was anyone's game.
Yeah, you're right, and it was a quality ball game. You made that point that Amherst had won the first and third quarters, and it boded well for Midview in that fourth period of play, and certainly that prediction paid off. The Midview Middies, win the game by 10, like you said, just like it was before. And, they did it in pretty efficient style at times here today, too, I would think.
Individuals for the victorious Midview Middies. It was Leah DeFranco with 14. Hunter Crum led the Middies in scoring with 15 on 5 3-point field goals. Layla Morgan with 6, Riley Fry with 3, Audrey Gerber with 7. 45 from the starting 5 off the bench, Maddie Babel with 3. Jacinta Miller had 2, Molly Oakley with 3. 8 off the bench, 45 for the starters, gave a total of 53. Harley Crum and Millie Volney saw action off the bench. They did not score. For Amherst, Amelie Caldera led them. She was the only one in double figures with 17. Grace Bender with 6. Abby Brodus with 6. Morgan Leimer with 4. Sari Hussein Bey finished with 8. 41 from the starting 5 of Amherst. Off the bench, Sarah Iliff had 2. 2 off the bench, 41 for the starters, gave Amherst a total of 43. Seeing action off the bench but not scoring, Libby Vidovich, Elena Alflin, and Ashlyn Berry. Well, Jared, you're going to go ahead and go through the numbers, and then we'll
wrap it all up.
Yeah.
So, for Amherst, again, for the ball game, 17 of 45 from the field, 38% in the afternoon, 3 of 8 at the line. That number plummeted in the second half. 22 rebounds to go along with 15 turnovers for the contest. If Dave Zavara looks at something to take away as a positive, they cut down on what their average would be in the second half, especially the turnover story was not nearly as dreadful as it was in that first half of play.
Only 3 turnovers in the second half, because I remember you said they had 12 at halftime.
Exactly. So they did pretty well to take care of the basketball, so there's a measured improvement there. For the Lady Middies, again, pretty efficient at times. The shooting percentage might not reveal that, but when they had to, they really made plays, and they were effective with it. 18 of 44 from the field, so a little bit over 40% of the afternoon. 9 of 16 at the line. Again, just 1 of 4 in the second half, so free throw shooting at a premium in the second half of play here at the Kabuski Gymnasium this afternoon. 22 rebounds, 6 turnovers for the Lady Middies. They were pretty judicious about the way they took care of the basketball throughout the contest, and it spells a 10-point Midview lead, or Midview victory.
Well, guys, thanks a lot. Our next game will be Tuesday night. It'll be Olmsted Falls at Elyria. That should be an outstanding boys basketball game on Tuesday. And our next girls game, I'll be back with you for Columbia and Keystone on Wednesday. Hopefully when I come back on Wednesday, I won't be going through my Peter Brady voice. And hopefully we'll get the voice going. But thanks for helping out and carrying me at times. I appreciate it very much.
A lot of things I hope for on Wednesday. That is also among them.
All right, so again, thanks to Gary Pelder and Jared Kozar. This is Ron Polinsky reminding you that today's WEOL Cage matchup, live on WEOL.com and a Chronicle Telegram's YouTube channel, between Midview and Amherst, was brought to you by Nick Abraham Buick GMC, Nick Abraham Elyria Ford, Route 57 on East Broad Street in Elyria. Lorain County Community College, real education for good jobs. The Lorraine Medina Rural Electric Cooperative, your Touchstone Energy partner, and by EcoTree Services, your complete tree care company. One more time, your final, Midview 53, Amherst 43. Have a good holiday weekend, everybody.